plausibly the finest episode of the Daleks master plan, or what would have been the finest episode, is this one, the 12th. All of the great action-packed adventure material, all of the climactic wits and the great technological devices which unleash unforeseen consequences on those who have enough hubris to try and wield it. All that sort of thing. It's on display here at long last. We get a possible kind of end to the Daleks. This was, maybe they weren't sure if they wanted to pull together all the funds and their energy to weave together another Dalek serial. I mean, until they figured they needed to promote the existence of Hartnell's replacement. But until then, I think they may have decided that if they had never wanted to feature the Daleks again, this would be a nice send-off and a nice excuse as to why they couldn't feature them again, because the Doctor had finally destroyed them all. It's very dark, the demise of Sarah Kingdom here, and the ending to this particular episode makes the Daleks master plan, in my opinion, one of the most brutal and tragic, heartbreaking, and subsequently influential on Doctor Who. I think the tone of this and the serial's end makes me think of the ending to Resurrection of the Daleks in the early 80s with the Fifth Doctor, with Peter Davison. There's so much misery and ugliness associated with being one of the Doctor's companions that after a while it just takes one's toll, and Stephen is one of the first to really experience the horrors of it. I mean, Susan and Barbara and Ian didn't, or maybe Susan did, we're not sure, but Ian and Barbara saw nothing compared to what Stephen had to see. Even he had to witness 3 deaths in one great 12-part serial. It's nuts. The Daleks master plan ends with its most thoroughly entertaining serial. They figured, right, we need to wrap it up, and they made sure they had enough material in there for the final episode. They were just padding. Right, last episode, let's get it all in here. And good stuff. If this one was available, goodness, it'd be one of the finest 23 minutes in the history of classic Doctor Who. And we successfully, maybe unsuccessfully depending on your perspective, perhaps unsuccessfully, managed to pad out our own retrospective of the Daleks master plan. It was not easy, but I think we managed to do a lot better than we could have. Fortunately, unless we include the Trial of a Time Lord, this would be the longest serial in the history of classic Doctor Who, so I don't think I'll be as much a loss as I was here to talk about any subsequent serials for the remainder of the run. Please don't hold me to that.